This program is brought to you by generous donations from the community and sponsored by Stifel Financial.
Good evening, Nevada County. I'm Keith Overby, your host for tonight's edition of Nevada County Now. The latest fire risk mitigation talks are involving biochar kilns and biomass energy. We just wanted to take a few moments and share a bit of information about what these are. A biochar kiln is a specialized kiln designed to produce biochar, a type of charcoal made from the organic materials that are fed into the unit. Now, essentially, it's a furnace that heats biomass like wood waste in a controlled environment to create a carbon-rich char. This char can be used to improve soil quality and can help with water retention while also sequestering carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Biomass is an organic material from plants and animals that's used for energy. It can be burned directly for heat or converted into liquid and gaseous fuels. Biomass energy is the conversion to generate heat or electricity. It's considered a sustainable alternative to fossil fuels. And after 3 public meetings of the Fire Safety Advisory Committee, known as FSAC, Nevada City launched an innovative biochar pilot program to reduce fire risk. The FSAC recommended that the City Council consider a pilot program. The Council approved the pilot program for a one-time use at the co-housing property in Nevada City. Now, burning is still prohibited within city limits aside from this one-time use. And as a component of the city's 2022 through 2027 strategic plan, fire safety is identified as a key initiative, with the reduction of dead and down fuel loads outlined as a specific goal. While methods like chipping and green waste collection have been effective, certain areas present challenges where these methods are impractical or not financially viable. Now, in such instances, controlled burning could be explored as a viable alternative through careful consideration of wildfire risk and smoke effects is necessary. This pilot provides an opportunity to evaluate a tool to eliminate hazardous fuels. The single use of the kiln will occur on the co-housing property during the week of March the 10th. The kiln may only be used once the permit is issued and on allowable burn days. All information about this project can be found on the nevadacountyca.gov website under the section for wildfire preparedness. Now, don't go away. We're going to take a short sponsor break and we'll be right back.
Thank you to Stifel Financial, proudly helping individuals pursue financial goals, businesses and organizations raise and protect capital, and communities offer a higher quality of life. To learn more, visit www.stifel.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And now we're going to change directions and go from fire to water. The latest reports from the Nevada Irrigation District state there is an abundance of water, but things are not as they seem. It's quite the sight to see the reservoirs brimming and dams spilling over. The latest round of atmospheric rivers has brought much needed snow and rain, and now NID's reservoirs contain more water than we've seen in the past 5 years. Total storage is at 118% of an 11-year average. But we are yet again facing a water shortage because of the prolonged repairs to the Lake Spalding powerhouses by Pacific Gas and Electric. And until those repairs are completed and tested, water flowing to the NID foothill reservoirs will be limited. The water situation will be similar to last summer's water emergency, with extremely low water levels at both Rawlins and Scotts Flat reservoirs. The bottom line is, in the high country, our reservoirs are filled. We have more than an ample supply. But just like last year, we're going to be unable to get that water down to the foothills. Knowing what we'll be facing, the NID Board of Directors has continued the emergency water shortage, which will run through the duration of the PG&E repairs. These include a call for a 20% mandatory water conservation by district customers. Now don't go away, we're going to be right back with a very special guest.
In the heart of California's Sierra Nevada foothills, Nevada County isn't just a place to live, it's a community to thrive in. At the Nevada County Economic Resource Council, we're committed to supporting our local businesses, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities for entrepreneurs to grow. Whether you're starting a new venture or expanding an existing one, the Nevada County ERC provides the resources, guidance, and connections you need to succeed. Your success, our mission. Join us today and be a part of Nevada County's bright future. Visit ncerc.org and let's grow together.
All right, welcome back. Many of you know Julie Hardin as the Executive Director for In Concert Sierra, but did you know that she and her family and other business partners owned and operated a popular restaurant in Nevada City called the Boozy Rouge? Hope I said that right. Complete with singing food servers. It was there she met pianist Ken Hardin, and who became her future husband. And in 1997, Julie started as the marketing consultant with the Twin Cities Concert Association, which later became In Concert Sierra. So we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Julie to our program and help us celebrate Women's History Month. Julie, welcome here. Glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. What can you tell us about what's going on at In Concert Sierra? I know you got this big building being built. So what's exactly going on there?
Well, we have a lot going on, obviously. With In Concert Sierra, our concert side of the business, presenting, we have just recently created a collaboration with the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center in New York. And so that's really been helpful in many ways with marketing and artistry, etc. So we just started our new residency series with them, and that was just 2 weeks ago that we started that. And they're very excited about our new building because of the concert hall in particular. So we're building for those who don't know, we're building an acoustic concert hall, and which will complement the concert hall basically that we have at the Center for the Arts, which is fantastic for amplified music, but doesn't necessarily work for classical music and acoustic music as well. So we also will have a conference center that will seat 300 people with a large kitchen and plenty of parking. And we will have a black box theater that the theater community really, really needs. And all of this is right up the street at the Whispering Pines business court, and it is a 42,000 square foot building.
Oh my gosh.
Which is why we can have so much in one building. The unique thing about the concert hall is that there are only 12 other acoustic shoebox shaped acoustic concert halls in the country. Mm-hmm. We'll be the only one in a rural area, and that's pretty unusual for a small community like ours to have the incredible concert halls we're going to have.
Well, let me say, you mentioned a black box.
Black box theater.
What is a black box theater?
It's a black box.
Okay.
Ours has a 30-foot ceiling, so it's quite high. And what it is a black box room, basically, that the theater community can do whatever they want. They can put the stage in the middle, they can put it on the side, any side they want. They can configure the audience in any way they want. And so it really gives them a lot of flexibility in the space. And then we'll also have state-of-the-art lighting and sound.
in the room,
in the facility,
in the
that
black
room.
box theater. How many people would that seat?
About 150.
About 150. And now your concert hall, how many will that seat?
That one will seat 540.
540. Okay. Are you looking at bringing in any anything besides you said classical, and
So we do classical music.
Yeah. What else would you be bringing in anything else, or
Well,
are you pretty much staying?
We will stay true to our third Sunday series, which is classical music, and also the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center residency series.
Oh, okay.
But and we will probably branch out into a few other things. Maybe it would have to be acoustic music. We will not be doing folk music, but that is obviously something that many of the folk musicians in town are interested in performing there. It will be rented out a lot to different organizations. We can do main stage plays on that stage as well, like musicals. We're looking at doing, not in concert itself, but like I said, people can rent the facility. So there have been talk about lecture series, having college classes there in the morning. We've talked about having a theater company that is out of Sonoma called Transcendence Theater. They've talked about bringing their musicals up here and having a musical in the summer or the winter time, which they would probably do in the
talking
concert
like
hall.
Broadway musicals?
They are Broadway players, yes.
Yes.
They're when they're not on Broadway, they perform at Transcendence Theater, and then we'll get a little bit of that up here.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Now, I should have asked you, you've been doing this now, how many years have you been the executive director?
Well, I started, like they said, in 1997, and so I was officially made the executive director in 2002. So 24 years, something like that. But I've been with the organization since 1997, and basically functioning as the executive director because we didn't really have one at that time.
That's a tremendous growth you've had.
It's amazing, and the fun thing about it is that it's constant change. I have to learn so much all the time, so that's been a lot of fun to do that.
Where are you doing your concerts at now?
So currently, our main place is the Seventh-day Adventist Church off of Osborne Hill Road, across from Union Hill School. It's a wonderful acoustic facility, and they're wonderful to work with. We've been really lucky to be there for the past 20 some odd years. And we also, right now, because we're trying out the residency series, which will have different days, not just Sunday, we are also at Peace Lutheran Church in Grass Valley.
And what's just so I can get an idea, you said roughly 540 people in your new concert facility.
Correct.
How many can you have at the church now?
500.
Oh, so it's going to be a
501, actually. I can get another chair in one more place.
Okay, yeah. One corner. Well, unless I come, then I take up 2 seats.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, can you tell me some of the performers that are coming soon to Concert Sierra?
Yes, that's very exciting.
Like what types?
So on March 16th, we'll have Wind Sync, which is a wind quintet, and they tour worldwide. So they'll be here on March 16th, and then on April 27th, which we'll have I think it's 27th, it might be 28th. Anyway, it's the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center ensemble, and it's called Spanish Journey. And we'll be bringing back this guitarist who is a world-renowned Grammy Award-winning guitarist, Jason Vio. And he's in that group. We'll have a singer as well. It's a wonderful program. And then we have our own Sierra Master Chorale and Orchestra that will perform in May. And then in June, we bring back the Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center with their artistic director and pianist, Wu Han, and her trio.
Okay. Now I have to, since you mentioned WindSync, I have to ask you a question. I saw the notice, advertisement, whatever you want to call it, in the prospector part of the paper, a union, about them. And I noticed one of their performers was carrying a brass instrument.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
A French horn.
Yeah.
How does that fit in with?
Well, you blow into
I thought
it.
it was, well, yeah, but it was.
Yeah.
I was thinking woodwinds.
It's right, and so it is considered a wind instrument, and you would need my
just
husband,
like a trumpet or a trombone or
Right.
whatever it would be.
Right.
Yeah.
And you would need my husband, the artistic director, Ken, to come and explain that better to you. 'Cause
Okay, I was just curious
I know,
because
I'm
I
so
saw
bad
that French
about
horn. Well, no, and a little personal. I used to play the French
Oh,
horn
you
in
did?
high school and junior high. And,
Oh wow, that's not an
once
instrument.
upon
That's
a
not an
time.
easy one. That's a hard instrument. I
well,
do know
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't played it in many years. I
Well,
couldn't.
we can't
now,
get you
that's
on
for sure.
on stage.
No,
huh?
no, I'm afraid not. No, you might get this black come out of it or something like that.
But they are also doing. WinSync will be doing a third grade concert series the next day. They'll do 2 concerts for all of the third graders in Nevada County, where we bus them to the church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and they will. So we have over 600 kids coming, and they will perform for the kids.
Okay. Why? Okay. Question: why do you choose third graders?
That's a great question.
And the reason I ask that is my mother used to be a third grade teacher. And you know, there's certain things you learned in third grade, like cursive writing and multiplication tables.
Right.
But why do you choose third grade for this?
Third grade is it's a wonderful age for one thing, and it's an age of curiosity. But you also that's when a lot of the school programs that have music programs will have a child choose an instrument. And so because Ken creates a very varied program throughout the year, he always chooses something different for the third grade. And so this year happens to be WinSync. We had them a few years ago in 2018, and the kids loved them. They had them up and moving to the music. And this time they'll be doing Peter and the Wolf. So it's just something that really engages the kids at that age, and then they look forward to perhaps moving forward and choosing an instrument on their own.
Okay. Will you be doing, for example, our high schools and whatnot, their concerts, their concert bands, or plays that they put on? Will some of them be working with you to possibly perform at your center also?
Yes, when we get to that point, when we have our center, we are talking to the high schools about various different programs we can do, and very excited about that.
Or I guess maybe Sierra, I don't know, Sierra College
we've talked to, they have, and they're working on getting more of a music program up here, so we're talking to Sierra College. We've been talking to Nevada Union about not just music, but even culinary arts and floral arts and things that they can then help the kids learn when we're having a conference or a wedding or whatever else is going on at the building.
Right.
So,
is there anything else you want to add that I haven't asked you about? And be aware that you may say something that I ask another question about. But right now, is there anything that you want to add?
Well, we are looking to hopefully open within the year, a year from now. And but meanwhile, we have tours on Saturday, so people can come and see the building and its construction, which it's pretty awe-inspiring. It's especially when you go into the concert hall. It's the ceiling is 40 feet, and it's just this wonderful big expanse. And if you love to sing, you can come and sing in that space and just hear it.
I don't think you want to hear me sing.
Well, we get maybe your French horn.
No. I'd probably sing like a French horn. So there you go.
There you go. Might just work. It would resonate. So
there you go.
Yeah. So we do those on Saturdays, and it's a really great thing for the community to come up and see what we're doing.
Now, of course, you have memberships, sponsorships that you have and stuff. I'm curious, and I'll ask, what about naming the theater the? Gosh, I don't know, the Hills Flat Lumber Theater.
How about the Keith Theater?
Well, the Keith, or whoever sponsors it.
Yeah, so we do have that possibility. It's a $3 million request that we have to name the building. We've had the concert hall. We've had named by our board member, Barbara Drew, and her husband, Dennis, have named the concert hall after Ken and me. So it's going to be called My Husband and Me. So it's going to be called Hardin Hall.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that kind of fun? Wonderful. Yeah, it's kind of like Toad Hall, but Hardin Hall. No.
So you know you're worth $3 million anyway,
I know.
Right?
So that's $1 million for that one, because that's just the concert hall, which we're really honored. And then the Black Box Theater will be called the Ken Getz Black Box Theater, after Ken Getz, who was the founder of Sierra Stages. And so the theater community has come together and they're working on that campaign. It's an ongoing campaign.
Terrific.
And then the conference hall has been named by our founding donor as well.
Okay.
So.
I didn't know. You know, you go to the, for example, Major League Baseball Oracle Park for
Right.
the
We're doing the
in
same
Sacramento, it's Sutter Health Park. I didn't
Right.
know if you were getting any kind of corporate sponsorship.
thing.
in that
We're
respect.
working on that. We also have a seat naming where, you know, you could have your name on your seat. So for $1,000. So we have lots of different naming possibilities.
All right, terrific.
Pretty fun. Thank
Anything
you.
else you want to throw in?
I think you covered a lot.
Did I?
I'm out of breath.
Did I do a good job?
You did a great job.
Okay.
Thank
That's
you.
Good. They'll raise my pay here.
Oh, good.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Thank you for watching this edition of Nevada County Now. Now, if you would like to help contribute to our show or write stories, appear on a show, or even become a host, please check out the details on our website at nevadacountymedia.org/ncn. Now, folks, as always, this program is local news and information brought to you by local residents. All right, now go out there. Remember to stay safe, take care of each other, and get out there and explore all this community has to offer. Good night now.